Hey there, everyone. So I just had to share something. Um, as you know, I am doing a lot of research. I've got books, I've got studies, I am using lots of online platforms to try and find out more focused on social emotional learning, emotional intelligence, and things like that. The reason I'm doing that is so I can create courses for teachers to help them build these skills for their classroom. I'm doing this because there isn't enough training for teachers. There isn't enough guidance and support for teachers. An example of my experience teaching, and I know this isn't everywhere, but this student behavior, classroom management, focusing on social emotional learning. It is a struggle everywhere. And this is just my experience and the example that I can use. I left in December 2022. Um, I stepped away to spend more time with my son, but I was also sick and tired. I was so sick and tired of what was happening in my classroom and in my school and in my district. And here it is. Math was really hard. Math was in the afternoon. I spent most of my time putting out fires, like small behavioral fires from the several highly needy and struggling behaviorally students. So the entire time, I'm trying to find quick solutions for all these bits of disruption. Meanwhile, I'm teaching a curriculum that is I'm teaching a lesson within a curriculum that my students don't have access to the knowledge because they have not developed the foundational skills that they need to access this knowledge. So you're getting more behavioral issues and more disruptions because the learning is not where they need it. And so I would ask for help. I even had administration come in and talk to me and observe my math lessons because I was getting nowhere. And every single day I felt like a failure. And I knew that I'm better than this. I shouldn't feel this way. Um, and so I had people come in, I had people observe, I had people give me suggestions. And every time it was nothing was a solution. Oh, have you tried positive reinforcement? Like that is the go-to, right? That's what teachers do. Like, yeah, we try positive reinforcement. Maybe we sit at our desks, maybe we sit at the carpet. Um, let's celebrate one another. Let's have these celebration sticks that we celebrate every time someone tries something. I've exhausted all of my knowledge. And so to be told, oh, just use positive reinforcement as if it wasn't something that I was already doing, it was just frustrating. And then I had another administrator who was in during my lesson, saw exactly like my kids did not hold back just because there was an administrator there. Saw how little was being taught. Afterwards, told me, well, what if you just turn the carpet? Yes, turning the carpet is going to fix all of this. And that was all I got. That was the only feedback I got. And when I talked to like district math people, they said, well, stick to the curriculum. Just keep going with what you're doing and they will catch up. They don't have foundational skills. And so I want to help teachers. I really, really, really want to help teachers because that feeling that I had day in and day out, that feeling of failure because I wasn't getting the support I needed in how to deal with disruptions, how to handle classroom management, how to deal with behaviors, how to address address the class in a restorative way so that students can feel comfortable and accepted, and maybe there will be less disruptions that way. Um, I can't control your curriculum. I can't control that piece, but I can help give you knowledge that I know teachers have not been properly trained in. And so doing this research, which is the point of this video, and of course I go on a tangent, but all of this research that I am finding, all of the studies that are coming out are not just talking about the students and the impact that these research pieces have on the students. They say it's like students and colleagues. So they're lumping, they're putting, not lumping like it's a bad thing, but they're putting together students and teachers, and the impacts are the same. If you are not teaching the teachers this, they're not going to be able to teach the students this. If you are not supporting your staff in the same way, then they are going to be incapable of supporting the students in that way. So I see the problem that I have with creating these courses for teachers is it has to be school wide. And I know that's not going to happen because I have fought for years in different districts in different states um, to try and help make SEL and everything that comes with it, because everything's kind of branded under that restorative practices, self-awareness, being able to just identify your emotions, problem solving, responsible decision making. That's all under the umbrella of social emotional learning. And it gets pushed to the side. It gets pushed to the side because district wants to make sure curriculum's being taught, make sure that we're getting ready for these tests that are ridiculous. And so admin is pushing that same thing. And maybe they're saying, like, I'm going to do what I need to do for my staff and my students. There are a lot of admin that do that. And how thankful I am for all of them. But there are others who don't know how to prioritize the students and the teachers there. And you get higher turnover, right? If you want a school that has teachers who stay, you need to address the school climate. You need to address the emotional and social needs of your teachers and definitely with your students. But it all goes hand in hand, it all goes together. And I'm just amazed at how this research is there. I am not doing anything crazy, anything special. I am finding the research. I am looking at what, is science based for social emotional learning, and the fact that I'm comfortable saying a majority of schools and districts in this country completely ignore how vital social emotional learning is and how impactful and how necessary it is to be a school-wide focus, because you will get more. You want better scores, you want better academic outcomes, you need to focus on social emotional learning. Like, it's right there. It's so right there. Like, I am very passionate. I'm also realizing how frustrated I am with how obvious, how in your face obvious this is, and it's not. Ugh, it's not happening. It's just happening. I'm gonna cut myself off now before I like divulge into anything more. But I start learning and working on my first course, which is going to be an overview of social emotional learning. Just those, I would say, like these 5 pillars that are a piece of like the social emotional learning house. And I can't wait. It's going to be just a starter course with some really quick information, really quick facts, really small things that can be implemented right away into the classroom without that feeling of overwhelm. Because that's my goal, to get accessible information and science-based facts to you as teachers, and to do it in a way that doesn't take your time, right? Because you don't have it. You don't have that time. And get it to you quickly, easily, and just small things that you can do, or recognize the things you're already doing, because there's so much we do that is supportive of SEL completely. And so this is me. I'm going to stop now because I'm hitting 10 minutes. I'm so excited. Like, this is going to be amazing. I hope it's really helpful. Please make sure you like, subscribe so that you can stick around for the amazing things that you will be learning.